So I'm going to show you a quick method that I use to cut lanyard tube. This is 1/4 inch lanyard tube, 12 inches long. And what I do is I mark with a pencil the spacing of how long or how many lanyard tubes I want out of this one piece. And one way you can measure is with one of these dividers. I think they call these wing dividers. If you have your handle scales. And you have your blade. And you have your thickness. What I like to do is leave a little bit of overhang when I drill for the brass. So you can just set your measurement here. Say you want it that wide. Want a little bit of overhang, maybe a little less. Then you just take your wing divider, lay it on your brass tube, and you mark where you want to cut. Now, what I do is, say I got 4 or 5 handles with tubes. I'll cut 4 or 5 at once. And, you know, it makes it a lot easier than cutting them one individually. And I use a cutoff wheel. If you don't have a cutoff wheel, these are, for years I cut these with just a hacksaw blade. And they're not that, you know, hard to cut, but it's up to you or what you have available. Now I'll set this up on the vise and show you how I cut them. What I use is a couple pieces of scrap leather just to hold this in the vise, just to give a little bit of pressure on the rod itself. And when you put it in your vise, just you know, you're not pressing this real hard because you're going to collapse the tube. It's just enough to hold it in place while you cut. Now you see I didn't cut all the way through, and it might be a little hot from the wheel. You test it a little bit. What I usually do is I just go like this. That one's a little tougher, so we'll skip that one and go to that one. And I'll hit that one again with the wheel later, or maybe I can, no, it's got to go a little more, but that's a quicker, easier way to, for me anyways, that's how I do it, to cut lanyard tubes. Just hit that one again real quick. You might be asking, well, how come you just don't cut them all the way? You can if you want. I like to do it this way because if you cut them all the way through, they're all falling all over the floor, all over the place, and then you gotta go hunt and search, and I've done that before, and I've lost quite a few of these doing that. And if you're wondering also about the ends here, they're a little bit ragged and rough. If you run these on your sander, on the corners, which I do before they go into, after the handles are drilled, actually smooth out the whole pin a little bit, or the whole lanyard tube a little bit. Get it to go through a little easier. That's how I get rid of those. Hope that helps you.